Every doorway in this apartment is a decision. You walk through them without thinking, 30, 40 times a day. Left foot, right foot, gone. I stop. Every single time. And in those 3 seconds you've always ignored, I'm running a system you've never understood. By the end of this, you'll see it, and you won't be able to unsee it. 5:47 a.m. The light changes. That's when my day starts. Not yours, mine. The bedroom doorway. That's where I begin. You're still asleep. The room is dark, but not to me. My pupils have expanded to cover nearly 90% of the iris surface. I can see the shape of the hallway from here, the edge of the kitchen counter, the corner where the wall meets the bathroom door, the faint glow of the router blinking on the shelf. But I don't move yet. I sit, right at the threshold, weight balanced evenly on all 4 paws, chest just behind the invisible line where carpet meets hardwood. My whiskers extend forward, all 24 of them, and I hold perfectly still. This isn't hesitation, it's a scan. My whiskers don't just touch things, they read the air before I even move. Each one is wired to roughly 200 nerve endings, the same density as your fingertips, except mine are mounted on my face and running constantly. A draft from an open window 2 rooms away? I feel it before I take a single step. In those 3 seconds, I'm not looking at the hallway. I'm feeling it. Air pressure, temperature, scent, sound, vibration through the floor. I do this before entering every room. Every time, without exception. You've watched me do it 1,000 times. You've probably waved your hand and said, "Come on, it's fine." And I've looked at you with what you interpreted as stubbornness. It wasn't stubbornness. It was due diligence. 6:15 a.m. I've cleared the hallway, and I'm in the kitchen doorway now. The refrigerator has been cycling for 11 minutes. I can hear the compressor shifting pitch, a frequency so far above your range you won't notice until the motor fails and a technician tells you it was dying for months. I could have told you in January. From the kitchen doorway, I can see 2 rooms without entering either one. The kitchen to my left, the living room ahead through the pass-through. I can monitor your coffee routine, the street noise from the window, and the hallway behind me, all simultaneously. My field of vision covers roughly 200 degrees, almost double yours, so I don't even need to turn my head. This position is not random. It's tactical. It never was random. In behavioral ecology, this is called a boundary position. Predators, and I am one, even in this body, favor transitional zones, doorways, edges of clearings, anywhere that maximizes coverage while minimizing exposure. A cat in the center of a room can be approached from 360 degrees. That's a vulnerability I can't afford, even in an apartment where the most dangerous predator is you, and the most unpredictable object is the Roomba. A cat in a doorway can only be approached from 2 directions, and both of them are visible. You think I'm being weird. I'm managing threat vectors, the same ones my ancestors managed on the African savanna 12,000 years ago. The hardware hasn't changed, just the furniture. 8:30 a.m. You're at your desk. Second coffee. The apartment has settled into its morning rhythm. I'm in the hallway now, not walking through it, sitting in it. At the intersection where the hallway branches, left to the bathroom, straight to the bedroom, open behind me to the living room. This is the most important position in the apartment, and you've stepped over me here so many times that you've developed the habit of looking down before you walk without consciously knowing why. From this spot, I can hear your keyboard. I can hear the bathroom faucet dripping, the one you've been meaning to fix since October. I can feel warm air from the vent 6 feet to my right, and I can smell your shampoo fading from the bathroom steam. I'm not doing nothing. I'm confirming that everything is where it was yesterday. And this is the part that changes how you'll see me from now on. You sat at that desk for 6 hours yesterday. In that time, I repositioned 4 times. Bedroom doorway, hallway intersection, kitchen entrance, back to the hallway. You thought I was restless.
I was rotating through stations. Researchers confirmed what I already knew. Even in homes we've lived in for years, nothing new, nothing changed, nothing wrong. We still scan, constantly. One study put the number at roughly 14 checks per hour. 14! In a home we already know by heart. I don't just check a room when I enter it. I check it continuously, in real time, from fixed positions, using senses you don't even have. The doorway isn't my resting spot, it's my monitoring station. When I sit there and appear to be staring at nothing, I'm comparing what I detect right now against what I detected yesterday. Same sounds, same scent profile, same thermal map. If everything matches, I close my eyes. That slow blink you see, that's the all clear signal. Not to you, to my own nervous system. If something doesn't match, I stay. Eyes open, ears rotating independently, whiskers angled forward, waiting for clarification. Most days, everything matches, but I check anyway, because the one time it didn't match was the earthquake drill the upstairs tenant ran in November. My stress response didn't come down until the next morning. But that's the easy part. What I'm about to tell you about why I follow you, that changes everything. 12 p.m. Lunch. You're in the kitchen making a sandwich. I'm in the kitchen doorway. Let me ask you something. Does your cat do this too? Appear at the door of whatever room you're in, sit down, and just watch? Tell me in the comments. I want to know what room they choose. You've probably decided this is about food. Sometimes it is. But usually, I'm not watching your hands. I'm watching the room change around you. Your movement displaces air. It shifts scent patterns. It creates noise that layers on top of the baseline I've already mapped. You are the largest variable in this apartment. When you move from room to room, the acoustic profile of the space changes. The thermal balance shifts. Your scent trail updates. I don't follow you because I'm needy. I follow you because I need to know where the biggest disruption source is at all times. It's not personal. It's physics. From the kitchen doorway, I can confirm 3 things simultaneously. You're present, you're calm, and the apartment behind me hasn't changed in the 8 minutes since I last scanned the hallway. That's a complete situational picture from a single position. I could sit on the counter and watch you from 4 feet away, but the counter puts my back to the living room. The doorway gives me everything. If you're still watching, you already knew this wasn't really about food. 4 p.m. The sunspot on the living room floor has moved to its afternoon position. I should be in it. I'm not. I'm in the living room doorway. Something changed 20 minutes ago. You received a package. Unfamiliar gate pattern at the door, heavier than the regular carrier. Then a box came inside, carrying scent from a warehouse, a truck, unfamiliar hands, and industrial adhesive. You put it on the floor and went back to work. I've been in the doorway since. Not because I'm afraid of a box, I've investigated hundreds. But this one, new, unprocessed,
emitting scent I haven't categorized, changed the environmental profile of the living room. And until I've confirmed that nothing else has changed along with it, I'm not crossing the threshold. You probably think this is excessive. Researchers tested exactly this. What happens when you introduce an unfamiliar object into a cat's space? Nearly 8 out of 10 cats showed measurable stress, faster breathing, higher alertness. Not feral cats, indoor, well-socialized cats. Cats like me. The body responding to something the brain hasn't cleared yet. The response isn't fear, it's protocol. An inherited operational procedure from 10,000 years of ancestors who survived specifically because they paused at thresholds. I'll investigate the box. I always do. But from the doorway first. Then 1 step inside, pause, reassess. Then 2 steps. Sniff, listen, confirm. Each phase has to clear before the next one starts. Rushing that sequence isn't possible. My nervous system won't allow it. You opened the box in 3 seconds. It'll take me 20 minutes to be done with it. That's the difference between living somewhere and monitoring somewhere. But the box wasn't the strange part. What happened at 9 p.m.? That I wasn't expecting either. 9 p.m. You're on the couch. The TV is on, that series with the detective and the unrealistic cat. The apartment is warm, dark, settled. I'm in the doorway between the hallway and the living room. Not on the couch with you. Not yet. This is my final scan. The apartment sounds right. The refrigerator is cycling on schedule. No unfamiliar vibration from the walls. The box from this afternoon now carries traces of your scent. You've touched it, moved it, made it part of the space. The bathroom faucet is dripping at its usual interval. The heat vent is producing its baseline frequency. Everything matches. I feel my body relax in a way I don't consciously control. My heart rate, which has been running somewhere between 140 and 180 beats per minute all day, settles to around 120. My ears, which have been independently rotating and tracking sounds since dawn, go still, both pointing forward. My whiskers soften. My breathing shifts from active monitoring to passive background processing. Only then do I move. I cross the threshold, walk to the couch, and stop. You'd left a gap next to your leg. Blanket folded back, my spot held open. I wasn't expecting that. I settle in. You reach down and scratch behind my ear without looking away from the screen. Familiar pressure, familiar angle, familiar rhythm. I close my eyes. And in that moment, the first moment since 5:47 a.m., I stop scanning. Not because the apartment is safe, I confirmed that from the doorway. Because you are here. And everything matched. And the day is done. 2:30 a.m. You've been asleep for 3 hours. Your breathing has settled into a slow, deep rhythm, roughly 12 breaths per minute. I can hear your heartbeat from across the room. I'm up. Not because something woke me. This is scheduled. I move through the apartment in a specific sequence. Kitchen doorway, refrigerator cycling normally, no new scent from the front door. Hallway intersection, faucet at baseline, heat vent steady. Living room entrance. The box from this afternoon is part of the map now. Cleared. I do this every night. Same route, same order, same 3 minutes. You have never once seen me do it. By 2:34, I'm back. Your hand has shifted in your sleep, but the spot is still warm. I curl tighter against your leg and close my eyes. Perimeter secure. See you at 5:47. Every doorway in this apartment tells me something. Temperature, sound profile, scent composition, air pressure, threat landscape. You walk through them, I read them. You've been stepping over me in hallways for as long as we've lived together. You've nudged me gently with your foot and said, "Move, silly." You've wondered why I sit there facing nothing for minutes at a time. Now you know. I've been watching you longer than you think, and I know more than you'd like. Those 3 seconds in the doorway, that's not hesitation. That's not confusion. That's not stubbornness. That's me making sure your home is still your home. You've been home this whole time. I've been making sure of it. Every room, every threshold, every single time. Next time, my whiskers when I need your blanket, the rhythmic pressing, the slow claws, the half-closed eyes. Everyone says it's a leftover kitten reflex. It isn't. Something happens in my body during that motion that changes my brain chemistry in real time. And once you understand it, you'll never interrupt me again. If any of this sounded familiar, you know what to do. That button right below, the one shaped like you care. I'll be here, like always.